Hi everyone, I hope you all. This is CoinsKid. Just going to dive into Cardano. The ticker's ADA versus USD. It's doing really well. It's pumping up. It's in a bit of a bullish continuation pattern at the moment. I'm going to show you that in a second. But so far, you know, we are forming this little cup and handle that we do anticipate. You've got the little handle that's formed there. You know, you can still come up and get rejected and come back into a channel down to this 20, forming a larger handle before you actually get the break. But if you do start to see the break of this side, there is a technical target here for Cardano. I think I've already given you this before, but if you do start to see this high broken, $1, $2.25 I think it is, you know, you are looking at a beautiful little cup and handle forming just there for Cardano, and that's your low, and potentially wherever you get the break, you know, you're looking at a $3.62 Cardano price tag, which is absolutely golden, isn't it? So there's that. But also what I'm going to do is drop the fib on this impulsive wave which you're forming right now. Okay, so you retraced and you get through all the key levels of support. You're holding a 786. If you come up and break the high at 246, you are looking at a 1618 price tag there for Cardano, around about $4.40, which would actually bring you up to the 1.272, which is our fib on the weekly time frame that we've had for a very, very long time now. Because for those of you not aware, you know, this fib here, what you do, you come up in a bear, you come up in a bull market, you have a blow off top, okay, you roll over into the bear, and when you form a low, you anticipate the low, and at which point, when you get that golden cross here on a weekly time frame, the buy and go to the beat signal from CoinsKid, when you get that symbol just there, that indicator where the 20 crosses a 55, that's where you lay down your fibs, okay, at that point. Because, you know, you could think you've lowed out here, but you can still roll and form another low, okay. So it's when you get that confirmation statement just there, which would have been when Cardano is around about 8 cents just there, when you get that confirmation statement, that's where you come to the charts and you lay down your fibs, you put it on the absolute low in the bear market and you put it on the absolute top just there, and what you do, you lay down your fibs, okay, and at that point you begin to retrace to the high, okay, of the previous bull, and you retrace and you get through all these levels of resistance like that, and you can see you move up, get rejected, move up, get rejected, and this is where you can see Cardano's actually gone onwards now, and it's broke the high, and it's got technical targets in front of it of the Fibonacci extension. And you can see if we right now do go on and we break this high at $2.46, you've formed a new impulsive wave here, breaking this high, bringing it up to the 1618 of this smaller retracement. Just don't forget, this is a large one, it's a multi-year retracement extension of fibs, and this is a smaller one in the current time frame. It's still on the daily and the weekly, but it's a smaller one in a smaller time frame that you're going through. Look, this is a large one and this is a small one. Do you see that? So yeah, if you come up and break the 246, you are potentially looking at an impulsive wave up to the 1618 at $4.40 for Cardano, which coincides a bit confluence to the fact that that is a potential play, is the fact that you run into the 1.272 fib at $4.23. You know, at that point I would expect a level of resistance to come into play, fall back potentially to this previous high, you know, or any of these fib extensions here on this smaller retracement that we're going through right now. Okay, so it's good, it's confluence, but it doesn't mean it's going to get there. You know, to get there you've got to break the high, you've got to break this high at $2.46, sorry. You break that high, that's a massive tick that you're moving onwards and upwards here for Cardano, and you could be looking at a beautiful little long up of around about 81% there for Cardano, okay, bringing it up to the 1.272, which we laid down way back here on the 29th of June in 2020, okay, when we got that signal right there. And equally, you know, if we enter a bear market here, which is a possibility, you're fully aware, if you start to lose that low there at 95 cents, then that's your bear market. And if we do enter the bear market, stick with the channel, because again, I will show you this symbol and I'll show you the fruitful opportunity going forward for Cardano in the next bear market low, you know, forming the next bull market cycle top, so to speak. So yeah, it's looking good, it's looking healthy, you are breaking up, you are doing relatively well here for Cardano. On the daily we are forming that big cup and handle, aren't we? But this, you know, break that high, looking good. You are in some kind of bullish pattern at the moment. I'm going to show you with Cardano, okay. So on the hourly time frame, you can see yesterday we've got this large descending triangle that we fell into, okay, and then obviously we've lost support. With that you got a technical target. It wasn't quite met, was it, a technical target? Because this is how strong Cardano is. Let's have a look. The technical target, I think, you know, it's a little bit shy of it, isn't it? 179, it is a little bit shy of it, of that technical target, but that's how strong it actually is, okay. So it's come back up into the pattern. You can see it's come back up into the pattern, got rejected at level resistance, fell back to this pattern of support, but right now you are actually in a technical target of this, look, you've broken out of this key level resistance, this descending triangle, which you've come back into. This is essentially a bit of a throwback and a W double bottom, which I spoke to you about yesterday. Okay, and you can see that you're breaking out of this level resistance right there. You did have a little throwback, and it's so indecisive, isn't it? But the technical target of this descending triangle is up there at 228, which breaks that high. Do you understand that? Now you are also forming a beautiful little horizontal here for Cardano, which is a continuation pattern. Okay, let's get rid of that. You are forming a beautiful little horizontal. Now this W bottom, did that actually play out as well? So you got a technical target from there to there. Okay, and we'll see if it played out. You've broken it. You've not quite come to the technical target of this WW bottom, because you broke the resistance of that. You came up, you came back down, you retested it as support, and you came back up. And right now what you did there is you tested the support of this descending triangle, which you're broken out of. Do you understand that? Can you see that? So yeah, look, you've broken out this descending triangle. I think the technical target, we'll just measure that again. Okay, just a clarification from there to there, the first point of contact to the bottom. You can see you've broken out of it just there. You see your technical target is up there at 228. You've come up, you've got a level of resistance right there. You've rolled back to the previous support of the W bottom and the low of this descending triangle, and at which point you've come back up and you come back down. And where you come back down to, the resistance, previous resistance of this. Do you see that? So you're holding it as support. So this is good, because right now for Cardano is forming some kind of horizontal. Look, it's a horizontal that you fell into, what you've come up into, I do apologise. So there is some kind of apex that's coming into play here. You're sort of trading into some kind of apex just there. So some kind of break is coming for Cardano. It's doing something like this, like this. So I would expect at this point here you will get a decision whether you're going to pump to the upside or you're going to pump to the downside here. And obviously you have broken out of a technical target to the upside just here. So there is more upside potential here for Cardano. Look, you've broken out there, you come back, you fell for it, you back tested the previous WW bottom, a support like this, boom, 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 which you've broken out of. So the technical target of that is that, okay, and then the technical target of a descending triangle is this. And right now you are in a horizontal, and the technical target of the horizontal is from there to there. And you can see if you do start to break that, this is where you will come up and meet these targets that we've got up there. So your technical target of the descending triangle is 229. Your technical target of the W bottom is actually 220. So at that point, you know, you are trading, you're coming up into a horizontal. It's continuation basically. You fall into it, continuation to the downside. You come up into it, which you have, continuation to the upside. So come to your chart, draw this level of resistance right here, because you can see some kind of break is coming here, okay, for Cardano. I could tell you the level at support, but you can see it changes because it's an ascending level of resistance and support. Do you see this? But this is bullish. It's looking relatively bullish, okay. So if you do start to see Cardano come up and break this level of resistance that it finds itself under just there, you know, this apex, you are looking at a beautiful little upside coming up to $2.28, okay, which would be a beautiful little long up from that breaker resistance of around about 6.81%. But equally, you know, they can break down. So if you do start to lose support, this is where you see a correction and come down, potentially coming back down to form a double bottom down here like this. Look, double bottom before you get the continuation. So yeah, some kind of break is coming for Cardano. It's on the cards, isn't it? This apex here, you're coming into some kind of channel. Boom, a break's coming. So come to your charts, draw it, okay. So yeah, it's Cardano. You enjoyed that update. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned, and once again, thank you for support across the channel here. Some kind of break is imminent. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.